Hey guys, Dave the Watchman here coming at you with another watch review video. I know it's been a while since I posted my last video, but I am back. I've been really busy lately, but I'm back to show you a watch that I just purchased. I actually bought this watch. I got it in about a month ago, and I've been kind of, busy doing other things, so I haven't really gotten into my latest haul. I've got about 25 or 30 watches piled up to go through. But I figured I would get into this one. A lot of things have been changing in the landscape, and I wanted to go over that in just a minute. But before I get started, just wanted to shout out to my current subscribers and say thank you guys all so much. I really couldn't do this channel without you, and I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. I appreciate it when you hit that thumbs up, when you like and subscribe, and leave comments. It always does help out this channel. If you are new to this channel, I am Dave the Watchman. I review budget-friendly watches for the everyman because I don't believe that you should have to spend a fortune to look like you have a fortune. And if you do like that concept, I would definitely appreciate you hitting that subscribe button, giving a thumbs up, because it really does help out the channel, especially if you want to see more watches and watch review videos. And if you want to check out my website, it's at www.davethewatchman.com. I do showcase all of the watches that I do review here on this channel, and I provide affiliate links so you guys can head on over and pick those up and wear them for yourself. But without further ado, let's get into this watch that I have here today. This is a kind of a special watch for me. I really liked this watch. I bought another version of this watch, and I just wanted to compare them both side by side. The other watch that I bought was actually a different brand name, but these watches are specific to emulate a certain high-end luxury brand. And this watch, I was actually on a cruise, and I went into the watch the jeweler, the watch section in the jeweler on the cruise ship, and I saw this watch, and I almost bought the original watch, and the original watch was somewhere in the neighborhood about 700 and I want to say $780. And it just kills me to spend that much on high-end luxury watches. But I did, when I got off the cruise ship, I was in the Bahamas. I went to another jewelry store, and they had the exact same watch for about 700 and I want to say 730. So I almost bought this watch because I really loved it. And like I said, I mean, I review budget-friendly watches for the everyman, and I have a really hard time spending a lot of money on a watch. The most expensive watch in my collection is somewhere around $300 or $400 at this point. So to spend $750 or $730 on a watch really just kind of kills me, especially when there's so many great homage watches out there that can pay tribute to these luxury brands. And that's the whole angle of my channel, because that's the way I think, and I think there's a lot of people out there that think the same way. So that's what this channel was born from. So I'm going to get into this watch, and then I'm going to compare it to the other watch that I had. I will not mention that high-end luxury brand name because I have been known to have some issues when people hear those names on the channel, so I try to avoid saying those names. So without further ado, let's tear into this package. I want to show you guys this watch. Obviously, it does share the same looks of that high-end luxury brand, but the quality is not going to be there, as with all of these budget watches. So if you want to hate me in the comments, feel free to do so, but you're missing the point of the channel if you're going to try and compare these to the high-end luxury brand. We're doing this for looks only. So this watch is and when I saw this thing, when I saw the original, I was like, I gotta have this watch. And like I said, almost bought it, but decided not to. This watch is by a company called Poedagar, Poedagar, I believe it's spelled. You can find these watches on AliExpress, on Shein, Temu. Lots of different websites have this brand, and they also have their own website where they sell Poedagar watches. But you won't believe the price of this watch when I get into it and I show you this watch. It's a great looking watch. Obviously, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. It's not an automatic. It doesn't have the sapphire crystal and all of that nonsense. But guys, this is a beautiful looking watch. And for the price I paid for this thing, let me see if I can get it in focus here. Okay, so there's a nice clean shot of it. nice and focused. Once again, beautiful watch, guys, by Podagar. This does have the beautiful waffle pattern, that lovely mint green background color, and it does have the day-date format, which I really like. The Denvasi, does not have the day-date format. It just has the date. But as you can see side by side, they're two very similar looking watches. Not exactly the same. Like I said, this one's a little bit smaller than this one is. But all in all, they have the same attributes to that high-end luxury look. And it's a very nice representation, both of them are. So once again, this is the Podagar. Just getting some real nice close-up shots of it. And it does, let's see here, it does say it is stainless steel back and water resistant to 3 ATM. And I believe mineral crystal on this, obviously. I don't think it's a sapphire for that price. And it is a quartz movement. So this is a beautiful watch by Podagar, and this is supposed to represent another watch, which the most popular version of this watch would probably be this one here. But they do have a mint green version, and I'm noticing right now it is a little bit smaller than the other one, but it brings the same look. Let's get this plastic off of it. But now, like I was saying before, the landscape has kind of changed a little bit as far as these budget watches are concerned. Prices have increased since the tariffs have taken hold, and we are still looking for signs that things are going to stabilize and get back to normal as far as tariffs are concerned. And I'm a firm believer that it's working to do what it needs to do for the country. But the prices on all of these budget watches have gone up. I did purchase this one on, I believe I bought this one on Shein. And I have since gone back to Shein, and this watch is no longer listed. So some of the items, since this tariff issue, I bought this stuff literally right before the tariffs went into place. And I bought probably 25 watches at the time because I wanted to get in under that tariff. But I have gone in since, and I've seen a lot of the watches that I have purchased have kind of doubled in price. Some of them have tripled in price since the tariffs. Some have crazy import fees associated with them and other things like that. So I'm glad I went and purchased all of these watches before that happened. But I definitely wanted this watch when I saw it, and I wanted the original. But like I said, I have a really hard time paying that much for a watch. And I was very pleased to be able to find an homage watch by a micro brand. I don't care that it's Chinese. I think it gives me the exact same look that I would have been looking for had I bought the original. Feeling it in my hands, I obviously can tell the difference in the quality. Holding that original in my hands and putting it on my wrist was a lot different, a lot more of a different experience than putting this one on my wrist, but the end result is still the same. It's a beautiful watch. I think it fits my wrist very nicely. It has that beautiful waffle pattern, and that lovely mint green color that I really like. And it looks just like the other one, very similar. This one has a date format, that one has a date format. But otherwise, quartz movement, mineral crystal. The price I ended up paying for this thing was somewhere in the neighborhood of $20 when I got it. And I'm glad I purchased it when I did, because I cannot find the link to this now. So I will continue to look for it and see if I can find it for you guys so I can post a link to it. But other than that, I will post a link to this one. Sometimes they give you different color variants that show up. Maybe this one was by Denvasi and this one's by Podagar, so they are two different brand names. But sometimes they give you different color options. I've noticed that they've had this one in this color, and they've also had it in, I think, a dark forest green. So you never know, they might end up putting it with this color as well. So if you are familiar with what brand name this emulates, you guys can place it in the description below, but I'm not allowed to say it. But it is a very, very close representation of that brand. Both of these looks just, to me, looks a lot like it. Very much, very, very similar. But once again, you do miss out on the quality that the original does have. But if you're not worried about that, then it's a very, very nice watch. It's got a butterfly milled clasp. The links are very, very tight on it. It's a nice watch. Very, very nice look to it. And I just love that mint green waffle pattern. So once again, I am Dave the Watchman. I review budget-friendly watches for the everyman because I don't believe that you should have to spend a fortune to look like you have a fortune. And if you do like that concept, I would definitely appreciate that thumbs up, liking, and subscribing, as it always does help out the channel, especially if you want to see more watches and watch review videos, because that's what I do here at Dave the Watchman on YouTube. And if you do want to check out my website, that's at davethewatchman.com, where I do showcase all of the watches that I do review here, and I provide affiliate links when available, so you guys can head on over and pick those watches up and wear them for yourself. So until next time, I hope you guys all have a great week. I know I will. Every day is a good day, so I will see you guys all in the next watch review video. You guys all have a great day.